finding the testimony you're about to give to be true, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes.
Mr. Quantance, if you would scoot up real close to that mic there, and if you would say and spell your full name for us.
It's J-A-Y, Quantance, Q-U-A-I-N-T-A-N-C-E.
Thank you, sir. And where are you employed?
WJHL.
All right. And is that one of the local news stations here in the Tri-Cities area?
It is.
All right. And you, of course, are familiar with the story and the investigation into the disappearance and the subsequent recovery of Evelyn Boswell. Is that correct?
That's right.
And this occurred back in February of 2020. Did your news station cover that story as it was happening?
We did.
All right. And on February the 24th of 2020, did one of your reporters interview the defendant, Megan Boswell?
We interviewed her. I don't recall the exact date, but we interviewed her.
All right. And does the news station maintain a copy of the raw footage of that interview?
We do maintain a copy for a time being.
All right. And at some point in time, at the request of law enforcement, did you turn over a copy of that video to law enforcement?
We did.
All right. And would that have been a true and accurate copy of the interview that you all recorded with Megan Boswell?
Yes.
All right. Judge, I would move to make that exhibit number 226.
Objection. No. Full exhibit 226.
And I would ask that I be allowed to play that for the jury.
Go ahead.
Don't be, if somebody comes up, we'll hand, you don't worry.
Okay, we'll
Yes,
just see.
yeah, you guys just
You're on.
relax. All right.
We're on.
So,
honey. We're on.
clap, I guess,
Whoops.
the lights.
I looked at yours, I'm looking at hers, just say hi
All
for
right.
me.
Hello. Hello.
Go.
All right,
Okay.
perfect. So, please say and spell your first and last name for us and tell us your relation to Evelyn.
It's Maggie Boswell and I'm her mother.
Really quick, can we take a photo before we get into the interview? They want a photo back to this
Megan May. I mean, Megan May.
So we're gonna take a photo really quick. They want us to send this back to the station, and then we will start immediately.
Well, legally my first name is Megan. I go by Maggie. Does that matter?
Her middle name's May.
Would you want us to put you super? So we have supers, and would you want us to put it as Megan or Maggie?
It doesn't matter
Okay.
either
Well,
way.
we'll go with wait, I'll just put Megan and then do Maggie in parentheses and then Boswell. So your last name is Boswell, right? Okay.
Mhm.
It's B-O-S-W.
W-E-L-L.
Perfect. All right. All right. So obviously today we are seeing videos of Evelyn.
Mhm.
First off, tell me what kind of little girl she is.
She's very sweet. She loves everybody. She's never been mean ever, which I'm very thankful for. She's just a really good-hearted baby in general. Like textbook how you want a baby to be, like has every milestone early, you know what I mean?
And speaking of that, tell me what kind of things does she like? What kind of milestones has she been hitting recently?
Well, when she was 6 months old, she actually put a bottle on her own and went straight to a sippy cup. She started walking probably around like 10 months. That was kind of hard though because she's like not like small as in like underfed, you know what I'm saying? But like she was a preemie when she was born. She's like a smaller baby and she kind of had trouble like balancing her weight, but she finally got the hold of it. She's starting to say a lot of words and you know.
Tell me what kind of things she likes to do. What kind of is she into any certain TV shows?
Only Baby Shark.
And riding in a car.
Yeah.
She loves to be in the car.
We went to Texas to see her dad, Ethan, and she slept the whole way there. Like I had to make her wake up to eat and stuff like that. And that's like a 24-hour drive there.
So let's get into the last time you saw her. Tell me what that time was like and when that was.
Well, actually, I want to talk about that. I've told TBI where to find her in Mendota. My mom took her to a campground and a silver camper, and if they don't go tonight, I'm going to go find her myself. Because I've told them and they're not really like taking it seriously. And if they don't go tonight, like I will go myself and go get her.
Tell them why. They're not.
Don't get into
It's
that.
cut.
Stop.
They can edit
Stop.
it.
Stop.
No, you need to defend yourself.
That's all they need to know. Quit. Quit.
They already know, Megan.
So let's kind of go back into.
Sorry.
No, it's
Sorry.
okay.
Can you edit that?
They will.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll take care of it.
So tell me about the last time though that you saw Evelyn. Tell me what you guys did and when that was.
We went to go out to eat, and then my mom came and got her. She was wearing a little hot pink tracksuit with the matching bow, and little matching shoes.
And was this December 20, like right after Christmas?
A little bit before Christmas.
So this was before Christmas. Okay. So tell me what you know about her situation. Obviously, you just revealed that you know she's where your mom took her. So tell me what all you know of that situation.
That's really all I know. My mom, like you can ask her, is a very vindictive, manipulating person, and she basically like threatened me the whole time that she was gone.
She's like, seriously, I don't care to say it. She's like the biggest sociopath I've ever seen in my life.
So, so she was with your mom, but obviously your mom is being at the moment extradited back to Tennessee right now. Do you know who has Evelyn right now?
She dropped her off somewhere in Mendota at a silver camper.
That's what her mom told her.
So that's all you know. You don't know who she's with.
But my mom would always say the person, not like people, plural.
So there is a person that has her in Mendota. Tell me, obviously you said you just know that she's just been naming them as the person, so do you know what their name is? Not at all.
Can I say something about that? Can I say something to her real quick?
Yeah.
Off the record. If you want to talk about it.
I don't know.
Listen to me, sweetie. Do you want the baby found? Then we need to be honest with them about it. They're not taking you seriously because you've been trying to protect you.
They're not taking me seriously, TBI isn't, because I've not fully told them. I've been like, hey, like my mom camped out at Mendota, you want to go check them out, but I've never been like specifically, hey, she's not your silver camper, because my mom did threaten me, like, you know, if I told anybody. I'm not going to get that, but she did.
So your mom has had Evelyn the whole time? Or the whole time?
Or the person that is in Mendota has had her the whole time.
So you believe that your mom took her to Mendota? Tell me why you let your mom take care of her. Did she take her from you that night? And
Well, she was just supposed to babysit her because I was going to work.
and then when did you know that something was wrong?
Well, whenever, like, she picked me up Wednesday, and I told her, like, hey, they're doing a press release about the ambulance thing, and then she freaked out, and that's why they couldn't find her. Like, nobody talked to her for days until they arrested her. She just kind of poof, gone. But she kept trying to take me to Mendota, and I kept asking, I was like, are you taking me to Evelyn? And she would never tell me yes or no. And I was like, well, if you're not, I'm just calling somebody from the police station to come and get me, like, I'm not playing these games with you.
And so tell me, the day that you dropped her off with your mom to let her babysit,
That's what she's asking.
tell
that
me
day.
what, was there anything off about your mom that day? Did you have any suspicion that she was going to take your child?
No.
So what they're wanting to know is, and this is where the confusion comes in, is when you came home from work, sweetie, and the baby was gone, like, what did you do and what was your reaction?
Well, I called her, and she was just like, oh, she's safe, like, you know, that kind of thing. And then she started threatening me, which, like I said, I'm not going to get into, like, everything she threatened me with, you know, because I'm just not, but...
But she has made very bad threats in the past that I can validate.
So when you went to go, were you going to pick Evelyn up that night after work?
Yeah.
So when you went to go pick her up, was your mom gone?
She wouldn't answer.
And you just couldn't get into the house to get to Evelyn? And so, obviously now that you believe you know who has her, what do you have to say to them?
To just bring her back.
Look in the camera.
I just want her back. That's all I want. I've been so long without her, and I know, like, they're like, oh, why didn't you miss it earlier? Because my mom threatened me, and I just want her back. That's all I can think about is how much I just want her back.
I can say watching her grow up, Megan has tried repeatedly to have a relationship and trust her mom. And her mom every time let her down. This girl's been raised to be like a maid, a cleaner. She was a babysitter for her younger siblings. And Angela is only out for Angela, not the grandchild.
And talk to me about when you had the indication that she was missing and something was seriously wrong.
Just when she left and took off and just didn't answer her phone.
And obviously your dad is the one that made the report. Talk to me about why your dad made that report.
Because he was talking to my mom the night before, and he was like, oh, well, if she doesn't come home, I'm going to call. And she was going on, well, you're going to regret this. Like, I'm going to have to leave and never be able to come back. You will regret this.
And so, obviously, was there a reason that, that you didn't make the call and it was your dad?
Because Mom kept threatening me if I made the call.
And when did you realize that there was going to be an issue with her care with your mom? Obviously you said that you've had some issues with your mom in the past. Was there a reason you decided to let her babysit her that night? I know that, you said that you had...
Well, she's my mom. I wanted to trust her.
Sad.
And, Sheriff Cassidy told the media on Friday, I was there, that you were giving conflicting statements.
Because I wouldn't necessarily, I was trying to protect my mom maybe in hopes, oh, well, she'd just tell them where Evelyn was, but obviously she's not going to.
So now you're coming out and you're saying this is the honest truth, that you know where she is.
I know she has to be in a campground in Mendota with somebody. And Mom told me that they had a silver camper, and that's all she would tell me.
Are you cooperating as much as you can with TBI and the Sullivan County Sheriff's Department?
I am.
We were there till 1 a.m. last night.
Can you tell me, maybe how so? Just, you don't have to go into deep detail, but just tell me, how so are you, constantly on the phone with them, talking about the tips, anything like that?
Yeah, and I've looked into stuff online myself, like, people are like circulating pictures around me, like, oh, this is Evelyn, you know what I'm saying, and like, that kind of thing. But no. And like Saturday, nobody would answer me, and I blew all their phones up. And every chance they've let me be up there, I have been up there.
And so, as of tomorrow, tomorrow will be a week since Evelyn was reported missing, and Wednesday will be a week since the Amber Alert went out. Tell me what you're thinking right now.
I just don't know if the person who has her is like maybe scared that they're going to get in trouble, but they won't. They just bring her back.
What are you thinking about her current status right now? Do you think she is okay? Do you think she's being taken care of? And what is your message to authorities right now? To the TBI, Sullivan County, and all of the sheriff's departments and any authority that's working on this case?
Just that if they don't take it seriously, what I just said, I will go find her myself.
They need to...
They've told me before they'll arrest me for tampering with evidence, and I told them on my phone, I was like, I don't care if you arrest me for tampering with evidence. If you go up there, I'm going to tonight.
Also, I got and was ready to organize a search party, as a community does when a child, right? And I called CPI because, well, where do we search? And they were like, no, they did not want any search parties at all, period. I don't know what the reason was, but they didn't.
And can you tell me, do you have a message to the public? Obviously, so many people are, sharing photos, sharing these videos of your daughter trying to bring her home. What is your message to those people?
Don't stop until she's back.
Please. There's a reward out there.
That's over $50,000.
But this false
information, yeah, like, like, they need to stop reporting like psychics for one, like, come on. You know what I'm saying? Because that just wastes the TBI's time when they could be actually trying to find my daughter. Instead, people are like, oh, well, this lady did tarot card reading, like, I mean, I feel like that just takes away from the time of like them actually searching for my daughter.
But let's also turn the table on the other side. There's a large amount of money that you just mentioned that's being donated as a reward in efforts of finding Evelyn. There's also been a huge outpouring of support from the community. We've seen several prayer vigils and things like that. Talk to me about how this makes you feel.
I'm just happy that people are coming together to try to find her. Because the main important thing right now is the baby.
And people across the nation are talking about the story and looking for your daughter, how does that national attention make you feel?
I'm just happy that people are trying to find her.
Also, we did want to attend the
prayer vigils. We just didn't have a ride.
We did not have.
And I didn't know about the one in Bristol because, you know.
We did not have transportation.
Yeah.
People did offer. My daughter tried to Uber for us, but we were told that our safety, her safety, would be at risk if she attended a prayer vigil or any type of thing because there's so many people that are against her. So she didn't go.
And let's talk a little bit more about Evelyn and your relationship with her father. Have you been in contact with your father this week?
Yeah. He's actually trying to get leave approved right now to come up here and try to, you know, help find her.
What is her relationship like with him?
She's only been around him a couple times because Mary was in the army.
And what is your relationship like with him? Do you keep in contact with him?
Well, yeah, we have a kid together. You know what I mean?
Parenting is okay,
Yeah.
right?
So he, you know, did you notify him when you knew something was wrong?
Mm-hmm.
And just to kind of help you clear out your name, we're going to go through a couple of other questions. And if you don't feel comfortable, let me know. But the first one is, why do you have multiple social media profiles? Is one that we've been getting a lot.
Because I break phones a lot and I forget the password. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm really bad about remembering passwords. Now I have them all set to one, but, you know, up until that point, I just, you know, I just couldn't remember the password to them. So I'll just make a new one when I got a new phone.
And talking about what your relationship with Hunter Wood was.
I don't want to get into that.
Brief. I think it's fair to say brief. You know?
And a couple of people have asked if you aren't expecting again.
I'm not getting into that one either.
And let's talk about why we're here at East Lawn Cemetery.
My best friend is buried here.
And so,
Do you want to talk about that?
and so is there a reason that you wanted to be sure that we did this interview here?
I just feel better because I feel closer to her here. It's just comforting to know that, like, you know, even though she's not here, she's here.
And I'm her mother. I'm Madison's mother, so that's why she came to me. I think
She's always been like a mom to me.
a real mom. One that's not
And especially in this time,
always kind. One that will tell you what you need to hear, you know.
especially in this time, like, you know, my second family, like them, has been way more supportive of me than my real family has.
And let's, you know, one more thing is obviously I've seen you once before. I know that you spoke with Kelly. Tell me why you wanted to come out today and speak with us.
Just to talk about Evelyn, you know, if TBI doesn't go find her or not, I'm hell-bent on going myself. And that's the truth, one way or another.
And obviously this is a really big case, and a lot of people have a lot of questions surrounding this. I know there's several Facebook groups that are out there and things like that. Is there any other message that you want to send to anyone besides what I've already asked you or what we talked about?
Well, if you don't have tips for sure, because over 370 some tips have been called in and they've not panned out. Like, I appreciate people trying to help, but like, also that's wasting like TBI's time because they have to check out every single lead that's called in.
And would you say that? How would you say that you feel with the way authorities are handling this case? Do you feel like they have, obviously, you know, they've lost a lot of time. Do you feel like they're handling this to the best of their abilities?
I do.
And is there anything else about the time frame that you wanted to talk about? Obviously, it's been a long time since you've seen your daughter. Are you worried that you've missed out on anything with her? Are you worried that that could hinder the case at all?
A little bit.
Do you think you've missed out on anything with her because she's been gone for so long?
Well, I mean, I'm sure I have. Yeah. Yeah, like stuff like that. Have you all seen the video of her walking? I think I sent it to you all. You know, she doesn't want to pick her feet up. So what if she's learned to pick her feet up and like, I miss that? You know what I mean? Like, that just sucks because like, she is my child. I love her. I don't want to miss stuff like that.
And, you know, obviously it's been a long time since you've seen her. Are you worried about that, about reuniting with her?
No, because I love her. I know she loves me.
And do you think she's been taken care of well in the time that you've missed with her?
I hope she has been.
And tell me when you do get to see Evelyn, tell me what the first things you want to do.
I'm just gonna hug her and not let her go.
Wow.
Like they'll have to pry her from my arms, literally, because I'm just not gonna let her go.
What else are you guys gonna do? Are you guys gonna go eat somewhere? Are you guys gonna go play?
I'm gonna sing.
Shark on repeat?
Yeah. Probably gonna sing Baby Shark to her and just hug her and not let her go. My favorite thing is the first time she kissed me, Lord, I cried for over a week because she would pull my hair and I would just let her do it, you know, because I love her. Like I didn't want to make her cry or be upset in any way. And she would pull chunks of my hair out. And she was in her walker one night and like she dropped her sippy cup and I bent down to pick it up and I thought, oh, she's gonna pull my hair. She put my face close to her and she kissed my cheek and I just like cried about it for over a week. So I was like, oh my God, I'm the first person that she's kissed, you know what I'm saying? Just like little stuff like that. I love her to death and I would hate to have missed out on anything, especially because of my mom.
And obviously, you know, you told me you talked to your mom a couple of times throughout this. And each time, did she give you any update on Evelyn?
Tell me that she was safe.
So when was the last time you talked to your mom? Like physically just the two of you on the phone or?
Wednesday, the 19th.
The Amber Alert, wasn't it?
Yeah, whenever the Amber Alert went out. I think that was Wednesday. I'm sorry, my days are running together.
Tuesday, wasn't it?
So Tuesday was when she reported missing, but
Yeah.
Wednesday was when the Amber Alert.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Then yeah, it was Wednesday.
So Wednesday was the last time you talked to your mom.
Mhm.
And if you don't want to, you don't have to, but can you tell me any details about that conversation?
I mean, she was just going off on me. And Mendota, and I kept telling her, I was like, if Evelyn's in Mendota, just take me to her. I will take her up there. We can just end this right now. Like, let's make this simple. Just give me my child back right now before this gets blown out of proportion. And she would never be like, oh yeah, I'm taking you. She'd just be like, you don't need to talk to them. I don't want you going up there and like stuff like that. And I was like, okay, well, if you're not going to take me to her, pull over and I will have like somebody on Sullivan County's end come get me to go up there and talk to them.
What is your biggest fear right now?
I have a lot of them. Just that I don't know that maybe they won't find her tonight, or you know, maybe they don't find her tomorrow. Maybe it's weeks from now before they find her. You know, the people aren't going to be like, oh well, like I'm not giving her back because I kept her for 2 months. This is my child now.
They can't do that.
Well, still, I'm just worried they're going to be angry about that. You know what I mean?
As long as the baby is okay.
That's all that matters.
Sorry they're mad, but it's not their child, right?
She just needs to come home.
Exactly.
She's been away from her mom for long enough.